Good morning, class. Today we are going to talk about something that will exactly make learning new words much easier and more fun. So, has anyone heard of mnemonics before? Great. Mnemonics are actually some kind of tools that help us remember things by linking words or phrases into something memorable such as stories or images. Let's think of it like this. When you hear a new word, instead of just repeating it to learn, you can connect actually the meaning of the new word to something memorable, for example, a story or an image. Definitely, you are right. It's something like turning these new words into movies in our mind. So now we are gonna listen a short clip from a story called The Enchanted Garden. And as you listen, I want you to think of any words or phrases that stand out to you. And they might remind you of something or create a picture in your mind. So, are you ready? Then let's begin.
Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, lived a curious young girl named Lily. Lily was known throughout the village for her insatiable thirst for adventure and her boundless imagination. Every day, she would explore the nooks and crannies of the village, but her favorite place of all was her grandmother's garden. Lily's grandmother, affectionately known as Granny Rose, had the most magnificent garden anyone had ever seen. It was no ordinary garden, it was an enchanted one. The flowers whispered secrets to each other, the trees sang songs in the wind, and the butterflies painted rainbows in the air. Lily spent countless hours in the garden, listening to the stories of the flowers and playing with the magical creatures that called it home. One warm summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a soft voice beckoned to Lily from the heart of the garden. She followed the voice and discovered a tiny door nestled in the roots of an ancient oak tree. The door was barely big enough for her to crawl through, but her curiosity got the best of her. She pushed it open and found herself in a whole new world. The enchanted garden, as she soon learned, was not confined to Granny Rose's backyard. It extended beyond the door, stretching out as far as her eyes could see. It was a world of wonder and magic, with talking animals, mischievous fairies, and towering mushroom houses. Lily's heart filled with excitement as she made friends with creatures like Oliver the chatty squirrel, Daisy the playful fairy, and Leo the wise old owl. Together, they embarked on thrilling adventures, like solving riddles in the enchanted maze and helping the fireflies light up the night glade for the annual Midnight Festival. But it wasn't all fun and games in the enchanted garden.
So, alright, quickly tell me what words caught your attention. Any images or ideas come to your mind? Great. I'm hearing some wonderful words like garden, magic, and friendship. Wonderful. So, why not? Let's have some fun with these words. So, we are going to create a little story that help us remember these keywords. Let's take the words garden, magic, and friendship. And, you know, let me ask you something. How could we put three words together into a story? Think about it. I love that. Maybe our garden could be a magical place where every time you can plant something new, so it grows instantly, right? And let's add some characters to our little story. Maybe our characters might be two best friends who discovered the garden together. So we have a magical garden and two best friends who wish to discover it. Yeah. Let's say they plant for seeds for flowers that these are actually magical seeds. And so because of the fact that these are magical seeds, within a couple of seconds, when they plant for the seeds, the flowers can blossom and glow in the dark even. So let me ask you something. Does that sound memorable for you? Well, great. Now, whenever we think of the words which are garden, magic, and friendship, we will remember our story, which is Enchanted Garden. So, can you see how easy that was? Linking those words to a story makes it much easier and more fun to remember the words we want to learn. So, can anyone tell me what other words we can add to our story? Any ideas you have? Wow, I'm impressed. Mystery is a great one. Maybe our garden has a secret path. So, what a great addition, actually. Okay, excellent. So, as you can see, by creating these stories, we can remember much vocabulary and as much as we can. So, well done. And as you can see, a mnemonic story is a great way to remember some keywords. And of course, obviously, we will use this new technique throughout the rest of the lesson. And every time we come across some new words, I want you to think about how you can link these new words to a story. Ready to go? So,